Hello, welcome back to the channel. And today we are at the pond and garden, and I was actually coming out to check on the pond today, and I noticed that I have a new problem. So it's a never-ending thing. So remember on the last video we talked about the water hyacinths and that they were overgrowing. Well, I haven't been out for a few days, and what's happening now is the water hyacinths have gotten so thick that they've actually caused some water restriction flow. So I got to come out here and thin them out actually. So now what's happening is the water's overflowing, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so we're going to be coming out this way, and you'll notice that the ground is wet and flowing down this little pathway here. You see, and what's happening is the water is actually overflowing this on this red bark here. And so I came to check on it to see what is going on. And you can see just over the little short of time that we talked on the last video, you can see how thick this water hyacinths have been. I actually had to turn the waterfall off because what's happening is it's like overflowing and just like draining all the way down to this pathway, and you can see how it's now all wet. So that's my problem today. So you can see how thick these water hyacinths are now. There's my waterfall right there as it comes. I actually turned the pumps off because the water was overflowing. So I got to get in here, and you can see how thick this has grown. This is no good. The water has no place to go to, and it can't get down in here where the fish are at. So now I'm going to have to get in there and thin them all out and see if I can get it going, flowing again. So this is what I was kind of telling you guys. You know, when you let your plants overgrow like this in the waterfall area, it's just going to be bad news. So now there's a bunch of bees in there right now, so I'm not going to touch it right now. So the best time to do this is come out probably, you know, maybe when it starts to get dark, the bees start going home or wherever they go to. So that's the time to thin this stuff out. So, but anyways, I wanted to show you guys, and the next step is cleaning it out, and that's what we're going to do next. All right guys, so there you go. So all I did was I created a little channel so the water can come out, because these plants are really prolific and they were just choking out all the water. So I temporarily put them in the pond for now, because I know the fish, they'll actually eat off the water hyacinths, so give them some nutrients. I think it puts vitamin D for them, so that's good. And so yeah, so now the next thing I got to do is just check my filter, make sure I clean my skimmer out and all that kind of good stuff. But I had to wait till the bees cleared out, so we had a lot of bees in here. And I noticed that when it starts to get the sun goes down, starts to get a little dark like it is right now, it's about almost 8 o'clock here in California, the bees start going away. So I didn't want to get stung today, so I'm like, oh, I'll wait till a little bit later. So yeah, so for now this is a quick fix. We're going to thin out the water hyacinths a little more. And I'll show you the little trench that I dug out, so you can kind of check it out, okay? All right, there you go. I turned the water back on, and as you can see, it's coming down the waterfall now, and it's starting to drain really nicely. And what I like about the water hyacinths is that they actually create like a natural filter. So you can see how thick they are in here. Still pretty thick. So I just basically cleared a little channel out, so that way the water can run back into the pond. And you can see here, after the water hyacinths just kind of stuck them up against the edge of the pond here. So And we'll leave this here for a few days to let the pond just kind of filter out real nicely. And see, I got some more water hyacinths over there as well. So I don't want to get it too overgrown. I think some water plants are pretty good to have in the pond to keep a natural effect, but also to keep the light, from penetrating through to create more algae and stuff like that. So you see my lights just kicked on. So yeah, so that's what we did today. That's the project. And now I've got some free running water now that's coming down, so that's kind of nice. And I won't have it flowing over that edge again. It was flowing down this way and kind of going down that way. And I'm like, why is it so wet out here? And I figured it out. That's what happened. So yeah, I got to get out here and do some maintenance on the pond and get some of this grass out and stuff like that, plant more flowers. It's been really hot out, like almost 100 degrees here, so it's like hard to plant a bunch of stuff. And so that's what we did today. So all right, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm always trying to come up with new things to talk about, situations that happen with the pond. And just so happens that we had some issues with the pond, so we had to fix it. We don't want water running down the street pretty much, or down the yard, I should say. It's a waste of water. So it's bad enough I get a bunch of evaporation in the summertime like this. So I'm always filling the pond up and all that kind of stuff. I got an autofill on it, but it seems like the little float valve just doesn't work as good. So I'm always having to check it, that type of stuff. So anyways, if you liked the video, please subscribe to my channel. It's a pond and garden cam, and where we talk about everything to do with gardens and also planting flowers, and also with my pond, new situations that come up. And I hope you enjoyed the video. So I guess we'll see you on the next video, and stay tuned. All right, see you then. Bye-bye.